I never finished the whole Donald Trump is a useless bag of farts conversation, so let's get back to that now. Like I said, it's just disheartening, it's so frustrating. Tonight, I need to do everything. I need to do everything. List them, write the listings, take every single picture, and do all of the videos. Okay guys, quite a bit of time has passed since the end of that haul, and now, so much so, I've designed the whole collection. I am so unbelievably in love with all of these. Did I want to film the process? Yes, I did. Did I? Of course I didn't. These just kind of came about very erratically, you know, late nights, but I am so in love with them. Where we find ourselves today, and why I look horrendous like this, is that I'm in a little bit of a pickle. And by a little bit of a pickle, I mean a huge pickle. Because these are meant to be launching this Friday. So, Friday. Today, you ask, it's Wednesday night. Let me say that one more time. These are launching on Friday, it's Wednesday night. Let me put that in perspective for you. I work full time, hence why I look like this, just done a day's work. I work full time, and I also have plans tomorrow, which is Thursday night, so I can't do any work. Oh, and by the way, Friday afternoon and Friday evening, when I literally have to click live on this, I'm at my work summer party, and will probably be a fair few cocktails down. And you might be asking yourself, babe, you own the shop, just postpone the launch, you can like move it. And I'm like, yeah, I can, I can. Isn't that fantastic? But you know who's got in the way? Of all people, Donald Trump, who is literally a bag of old farts, and I wish him the absolute worst, but more on that later. But anyway, he's the reason I can't postpone this. Fantastic. So tonight, I need to do everything. I need to do everything. So I need to list them, write the listings, take every single picture, and do all of the videos. And it's already 8:30. So I'm trying to stay calm. I'm filming this to help me like get into it. I don't know how I'm going to shoot these, which isn't helping. I do have this bust, which is quite helpful. I bought it for a market. And I did shoot some of the previous summer collection on here, which so much of that content was fantastic, but do you know where it was? It was in Mallorca on holiday. And I don't know about you guys, but I don't have Mallorca budget just to swan off to take pictures of necklaces that might not even sell, you know? So we're gonna have to work with what we've got. So I was using this. Unfortunately, I had daylight in a lot of those photos, and I've been very much trying to like tone down, not the quality of my pictures, but realizing people don't care. It doesn't need to be the most beautiful picture in the entire world. People still buy it. But the issue is because it's 8:30 right now, there's no sunlight. So I'm gonna have to use a studio light, which means it's gonna get overproduced. But anyway, this is quite good to put necklaces on so people can see like where they sit. I mean, that makes it look really long. It doesn't actually sit quite like that, but yeah, this is one of the designs. Anyway, stop getting distracted. So I have this, which is really helpful. So I'm probably gonna shoot stuff on there for definite. And then I need to figure it out. So that's the first job, is to go on Pinterest and find some inspo as to how to shoot these in a simple yet pretty way, and then set up and get started, because boy, there's a lot to do and I'm freaking out and I hate Donald Trump. Anyway, let's get started. Even just the lighting in this video is setting me into a spiral, so it's not starting great. I am just such a perfectionist. No one even literally watches these videos, but the fact that the lighting looks like this and I'm gonna post it is wild behavior. But literally, content is my life. Like, I've been doing it professionally for like 9 years, well, full-time 9 years, and then I've been doing it personally and slightly professionally for like 15 years. So anyway, let's not. I've been looking on the good old Pinterest. So when you type in like beaded necklaces, a load of them just get shot like in a circle like this with a white background. That's not really gonna work for Etsy. Etsy's not gonna like a white background. That's just like not fun. You wouldn't click on that, and neither would I. And also you can't really see a lot of the detail, but then you scroll down and there's these kind of like fun ones where they're like in a bit more interesting positions. Also feel like you can like zoom in for the thumbnail and actually get more detail from that one. So I think that's the way I'm probably gonna go, but they're all just like very plain white backgrounds. So should probably, I can't do white, this is the thing. So maybe we'll do like purple, because that's kind of my branding. this is the thing though, because it's like, this is the pictures I actually wanted to take for this. If I had time, this is what I want to do, but I really need to focus. I just need 2 pictures per product at least, and a video. And even the video, it's not super important, do you know what I mean? Like, we really need to like get focused and just do the bare minimum, which sounds awful, but this is what we're working with, you know? Just got to get them up. Some of the stuff, because I've had it so long. So this one, which is called the Coaster, which I've got in pink and blue, I actually made this ages ago, so I do actually just have content of me wearing it, and I also kept one for myself. So some of them do, and I've got pictures of me like kind of making some of them where I've photographed it. So some of them I do have extra photos as well. I'm not starting from absolute zero on all of them. I still want the 2 pictures for all of them, but some of them, thankfully, I have like a little bit of content, and especially if I get like a group picture of them just on that stand. Group pictures all together, not such a big thing, although I did find this one, which I absolutely love, of like them all lined up, and I've got a couple that have charms that are like they're rectangle, so it's like, let me just see where I can get to, because there's like 10 necklaces, which doesn't sound that crazy, but that's 20 pictures. So yeah, if I start to lose the will to live, I'll go down to 1 on the ones that I have like extra content, but that's kind of it. I found some other references that were really pretty, which are like this fabric with like the little like dent in it. The only thing is, these are very dainty necklaces, and a lot of my stuff, like this is one of the daintier ones, it's not very dainty. They're like thick beads, if you know what I mean. So I don't think a lot of that's going to work. And I do have like silky fabric, but it's not like matte or satin. It's like silky, and it's cheap. So with this light, it's gonna look really, really cheap. So I think we're gonna just have to do like a very plain background and see how it goes. But yeah, that's the Pinterest. It's good just to see them though. But yeah, I think just a big circle just does not show these very well. I think definitely like a higgledy-piggledy situation. And that's the professional term. So let's get set up. I honestly haven't got this camera out in so long. So guys, this lighting's a lot better. The only thing is, we're literally having another heat wave in the UK, hence the fan that I showed you. So it's swelteringly hot, so that can only stay on for a little bit longer, and then I'm gonna have to have a break. But it's going pretty well. The only thing is, the backdrop that I use, I have a few of them. They're so amazing. They're like professionally printed vinyl backdrops, but they're just not really meant for like macros and like really close up images, because you can kind of like see the pixels, like it looks noisy, like the picture's not been taken well. But at this point, like, I'm fine to just try and ignore it. Like, I'm sure other people won't notice, and maybe I can do something in Photoshop, maybe, if I have the time. But they're looking really good, so let me show you. So basically, I've been starting with a picture where the charm is the main focus, and then the rest of the necklace is kind of like coming off, just because the charm is kind of like such a big part of these necklaces. Then I've been doing a version where it's like double wrapped, which is quite nice because you can see the whole necklace in one picture, but it's not like a big circle where you can't really see like the details. So I actually prefer this, so that looks really cute. And then I'm also doing ones where it's just like the strands, so you can really see the beads that are on there, especially as a lot of these are like upcycled and stuff. I want people to be able to see the beads. So on this one, like the little blue ones in between are upcycled. So that's what I've done. I've done 2 of them. So I also did this one, which is super freaking cute. So I think I'm just gonna power on and do this for all of them, and then do some group ones. But it's actually going well. They're not, you know, they're not crazy, but they're doing the job. So, and the gold looks really lovely, which is really nice. So I'm just gonna keep going and hope I don't die, because this camera is absolutely overheating. It's boiling hot in my hands and I'm about to overheat. So let's see how much we can get done before I melt. Please save me.
So I can confirm I survived, and we even got some group shots. You can see one of them on the screen right now, but I thought it'd be fun to leave in a clip of me editing the photos. I love retouching pictures when I have enough time. Right now, this was like 12 a.m. She was not enjoying it herself, but I thought it'd be fun to show you guys what I'm doing. Right now, I'm just removing the stand because she was ugly. But if you guys want a tutorial at all, please let me know. I do use Photoshop, but there are so many apps out there that you can like do the same kind of things on, so let me know. But right now I'm just changing the colors because I am so specific about my colors. My ex will tell you he had to learn the hard way. There is a Ruth pink, which is a very like blue pink, and there's a Ruth purple, which is actually more of a pinky purple. And I'm very specific, so I was just like toning some of the things. I think I did go back in and tone the gold as well because I realized they basically were bronze/red. Also had to go in and change the colour of the pearls on the cherry necklace, but more on that later. But yeah, now I'm just straightening it because they were a little bit wonky, and then having to fill in the areas of the picture that, you know, didn't exist before we tilted it, etc. But yeah, let me know what you think.
So in true Ruth fashion, it is, wait for it, 2 weeks since the launch. The launch was 2 weeks ago, so this is your update. So the pictures came out so good, so you saw a little sneak peek, but I'm just going to chuck a bunch of them up here. I absolutely love the group ones with all of the charm necklaces. I just think they look so good. So the launch went really well. I was really happy with it. I sold like 6 necklaces, I think, which for me is very good. And I was expecting to kind of sell none because they're a lot more expensive than my normal products. But my coworker bought one of the cherry necklaces. This is us together. Oh, I'm dead. I'm so excited. And then I sold another one of those cherries because the original cherry had upcycled, all of the beads were upcycled, including the pearls. But then I ran out of those pearls, so I just remade it with like new pearls that I had, but the rainbow beads in between are still upcycled. So I'm able to like keep making that one, but just that first one was like fully upcycled. So I did have to edit the picture of that one and take some of the color out of the pearls because the pearls that I have now aren't as cream. They're like a little bit more white. So that was a little bit stressful, but yeah, I'm gonna basically just show you what I have left. What sold is, like I said, 2 of the cherries. I kept this for myself, which I only had 1 at the time, and literally when I tell you the morning of, I decided to keep it for myself because I just absolutely love it, and I've been wearing it non-stop. Like all of my UGC work, I'm wearing this necklace, and a lot of my little selfies wearing this necklace. Like I absolutely love it, and I wore it like the other way around without the charm the other day, and I also loved it. Anyway, we get it. You love it. So these are all the necklaces that are left, -1, and they will be available, but I'm actually going to close my shop this week because I have a market on the 6th of September. I will put all of the details in the caption. It's actually going to be my only market that I've ever done that isn't like a Christmas one. So I'm really excited for it, and I'm pretty much only bringing the new beaded stuff. So I'm just really excited to see how it goes, but I don't want, you know, all of the thousands of people who are lining up this week to buy them to deplete my stocks. So I'm actually going to be closed, but if you have your eye on any of these, they might be available after the 6th, along with a bunch of new designs as well, because I'm going to be designing loads of them. And yes, I hear you say, is there only a week to go? Yes, there is. Shh, shh. Nobody asked you. Keep your mouth closed. So let's go through the necklaces. So this one someone has actually bought. This is the strawberry necklace. I think, oh, also, look at my freaking nails. Can we just take a second for the nails? Let's not talk about the fact that my nail lady broke up with me literally as I was getting these done. I get one more set and then she's done. Anyway, strawberry necklace. So this is sold, so I'm gonna have to package this up after this, but isn't she gorgeous? Then we also have the ice cream left, which I guess is a bit hard because if it doesn't sell soon, like we're gonna be in autumn, but this is the ice cream. So it's one of the ones with the clasp, the little ice cream charm, and then the beads. So the kind of like oval beads are real gemstones, jade, I believe, and then the ones in between are glass beads. This is the most expensive, and she is one of the most beautiful. I get why she hasn't sold because she's spenny, but this is freshwater pearls with 18 karat gold beads, and then this stunning, gorgeous little shell charm. But yeah, she's stunning. I didn't think she'd sell, but I'm sticking to my guns and keeping her the price she is, because she is spenny. Another one, I mean, I'm a little bit surprised because everyone loves watermelon. I kind of expected this one to sell, but I don't know, you let me know if the design's a bit funky. But this is a watermelon one, and again, real gemstone beads and then plastic beads in between. Actually, maybe this is jade. Check Etsy to see what the stones are in this one, because it's completely blanking out of my mind. But these plastic ones have like swirls of white in them, so they literally, all of these beads could not like represent watermelon anymore. But yeah, that one. And then I have two of like the cheap, I call these like the cheap versions of this one. These are like very upcycled, so the shell beads are upcycled and a couple of the ones in between and the normal pearls are upcycled on these. So I have a pink and a blue one. I also have this. I have a version of this myself. I don't know why I'm obsessed with blue. It's never really come into my brain, but literally look at my nails and that's all of the jewelry that I kept. But yeah, they're just so pretty. So like I said, these beads are upcycled. This one is, these ones are, and then the rest of them are new beads. But yeah, so that is what is left. And yeah, I need to go and package this one up. So come with me. My desk is a complete mess. As I said, there's just stuff for the market everywhere. A couple of DIY projects as well that I'm going to try and do for my display, stuff I found on the side of the street, as you do. But this is going to be like only my second market with the new brand, and like a different way that I want to like show my products, and completely new products. I've never sold like beaded stuff, so I do need to like just work out what I'm doing. But hopefully that'll be the next vlog, like the whole process. Also, I'm only having a half table as opposed to a full table, which I normally do, which I think is just gonna help so much. And I'm just gonna concentrate on, I think I should bring a few of the old stock, because literally it's not selling. Like I'm honestly this close to just throwing it all away. But let's not go there. That's a whole other Menti bead that's happening. We might do a video on it. But anyway, yeah, so excuse the mess. But yeah, we're gonna package up Miss Strawberry. Right, we're all packaged up, so I'm actually going to finish this video by inserting an explanation I filmed this morning when I was getting ready about the whole can't ship to the US, we all hate Donald Trump situation. So that should explain all of that, but I will see you in the next one. Okay guys, I realised I never finished the whole Donald Trump is a useless bag of farts conversation, so let's get back to that now. So he basically woke up one random day a few weeks ago and decided to repeal, I don't know what the right word is, I'll leave a Google link for this so that you guys can read it yourself, but basically repeal a tariff that meant that people didn't have to pay anything when they shipped something into the US that's like under $800. This basically now means that if someone buys literally a £1.50 sticker from my shop, they are looking at between like $80 to $200 flat fee just to get that into the country, like a customs fee. So myself and a bunch of other small businesses have just had to stop shipping to the US as of literally like a couple of weeks ago. And it's just so freaking disheartening, because I make no secret of the fact that like I don't make any money off my shop, let's be honest. Like I'm just really doing it as a hobby, especially having come back from the break. Like I just can't keep up with it all, and I've never wanted it to be my full-time job. It's not my full-time job. I have a 9 to 5. So this is just annoying to me. But back in the day, like 50% of my customers lived in the US and I shipped to the US. And I know so many small businesses are like 40%, 50%. And what are they meant to do now? Like I actually cannot imagine how much stress other small business owners are under who do this full time, because between this and like the European Union one, like a couple of years ago, which I am like, people seem to have like now figured that out, and like there's definitely cheaper ways of doing it, and a lot of small businesses now can ship to the EU. Like I just can't be affording like a £300 cost to ship to Europe when I just don't make any sales. Do you know what I mean? But like people seem to have like figured that one out, but it's just like one thing after another, and then just like the views on TikTok and the saturation, like I just honestly, I don't know how people are coping. Like I just have the utmost respect for people who like have a small business that their full-time job, but it's just, like I said, it's just disheartening. It's so frustrating, and I've turned it off, but who knows, like maybe I was going to start getting orders from Europe. Maybe I was going to start getting orders from the US. Like one of my long-time customers is based in Greece who orders all the time. Well, not anymore. So yeah, that's the whole Donald Trump situation. All that being said, I mean, I'm probably preaching to the choir with this one, but with the holiday season coming up, please make sure you're shopping small. Again, I mean, if anyone even watches this video, which is highly unlikely, you're probably going to be either a small business owner or someone who already appreciates shopping small, but just know it's so freaking rough out here, and it is just so important to be supporting small businesses and crafters and makers. And yeah, so just think with, you know, the winter season, autumn season, holiday season coming up, let's all try and do our bit shopping small and helping people out, because I just don't even want to look at the statistics as to how many small businesses have had to close, even since COVID and like everything changed, you know what I mean? But even in the last couple of years, like it's just so rough out here. But yeah, that's the update on the America thing. Doesn't necessarily affect loads of people, because it's not like loads of people are clamoring to get my stuff in the US, but just as an update, I now don't even ship to most of Europe and none of America. Love it.